So what is luxury in the context of a brand identity system? Well, let's look at the dictionary definition. That's usually a good place to start. So according to Wikipedia, if you look under luxury brands, it says brands that are considered luxury connect with their customers by communicating that they are the top of their class or considered to be the best in their field. So this is a question of positioning. Furthermore, these brands must deliver in some meaningful way measurably better performance. What consumers perceive as luxurious brands and products change over the years, but there appear to be three main drivers. And then it mentions price, being higher than its competitors, a limited supply, so a degree of exclusivity, and possibly endorsement by celebrities. So that's quite an interesting definition. That definitely relates to the kind of brands we want to create together. Another definition, this time this is the Oxford Dictionary. It defines luxury as great comfort, especially as provided by expensive and beautiful things. So it gives the example to live in luxury, to go on a luxury cruise, to visit a luxury hotel. And finally, one more example I'll share with you. And this is the first thing that appears if you simply Google luxury. A state of great comfort or elegance, especially when involving great expense. And the example, he lived a life of luxury. So as was alluded to in some of those definitions, for our purposes, this is all about positioning. Positioning a brand as the luxury option. So you'll remember part of that definition was the best in its class, or something that's measurably better than its competitors. So we're creating brands that have this expectation. Consumers will expect to spend a little more money, but they're going to get something that's claiming to be the best, better than its competitors. So positioning brands effectively can actually provide a very useful service to consumers. And it helps them to make day-by-day decisions if it's done correctly. For example, if we look at the traditional supermarket shelf, whether it's coffee or it's other goods and items, supermarkets will often physically position higher-end luxury or premium goods towards the top of shelves. And this is actually where the expression top shelf comes from. And as we've mentioned, luxury goods, they indicate they offer something regular goods don't. Some advantage which you're prepared to pay more to get. So with whiskey, perhaps something that's been aged longer. It's been matured in a smaller batch. It's therefore appropriate as a gift, something you'd use on a special occasion. And so its target audience would be someone prepared to spend a little more. Or we could apply this to your search for a vacation. You could either be going on your honeymoon and you want it to be the trip of a lifetime. You want to almost spare no expense to enjoy luxury. Or you could be trying to backpack on a very tight budget. Now, the way those companies position their experiences is going to be very useful to quickly indicate to you whether they're the right fit or the wrong one. One last example we could consider is clothing. So let's say you needed to purchase some sportswear to wear casually around the home. No one will see you wearing it, and you want to obtain that for the lowest price possible. Well, the brands you'd consider, even the stores you'd consider visiting, would be very different compared to the alternative. If you were looking for a sports outfit to turn heads, you were prepared to spend a considerable amount of money, and you were looking for something exclusive. So hopefully you can see it's our job as designers to help create the correct expectation. And really, to do this effectively, it requires an awareness of trends, of the kind of look and feel that's expected at these different points of positioning. And in this class, we're focusing just on the luxury level of positioning. So we've established just what a luxury brand is. We know what we need to do as designers. Let's now see just how we can do this effectively.